All right, I'm back. I'm back. All right, back on stream. I think anyone's in here now. But I had to head out to take a call.
Just kind of stopped his run, and we see that all the time. I don't think that's a foul.
You can sort of see under his shorts there, the right leg. Ahmad Noorlahi, heavily strapped right quad groin area. And that was what...
What's up, guys? Thanks for coming back on the stream. I had to take a call on my car. I had to fix the brakes on it. So as the mechanic, I'm going to be paying him with my liver and kidney, but we're going to get the car fixed. All right. 0-0 still in all of the matches. First goal is going to make such a difference.
The United States, 4 defenders around, and Olazade turned around that nutmeg pass. Picking that out, good cover for Karen Carter Vickers there, shielding the ball to make sure it gets to his goalkeeper. And he takes some contact to the chest.
Quite a change for Cameron Carter Vickers tonight.
Well, we talked to Greg Berhalter when he was mulling over that decision, and one of the things that he cited was the fact that Cameron Carter Vickers plays his club soccer in
Nas, all right. Yeah, Nas, so your first PES game that I switched from FIFA was PES 2016. PES 2016. Was that Neymar? Was that Neymar or was Neymar 2015? PES 2016 would have had Euro 2016, right? Trying to remember who's on the cover of that one. That was a good game. That was a good game. I can't believe what they've... I don't even talk about it again. But more, I just like... I keep going back to... How did they... We used to complain about PES, right? In PES 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19. We would complain. We were like, man, this game is good, but it's missing this, it's missing that. And it's so crazy what we have now. Sergeant? Can't keep it down. It's so crazy what we have now. 2015 was Mario Götze. Yes, it was. Good call. So 16 was Neymar. Yeah, I have, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I have old games in a container here. Let me see if I can find them. Alright guys, I'm finding stuff. Here we go. PES 2018. What's in here? NBA 2K 2018 is in here. But PES 2018, I found this. I got old PlayStations. Look, I got a PS2 with my memory cards from when I was a kid. Guys, if I could have uploaded the Master Leagues I used to play back on PES, on PS2, it would be so much fun. I still want to do a PES 6 Master League at some point. But, there you go. You know what's great? Let me see what's in here. Look what's in there. This is essentially PES... This is PES 6, basically. Pro Evolution Soccer 2007. This is what used to get in the Americas. Whereas in Europe, I think it was... I'm pretty sure it's the exact same game as PES 6. Well, with some differences. But, little trip down memory lane here. You see Adriano on the cover. We also have to get 17. Did you hear about the Bulgaria mod for PES or FIFA? If not, it's a mod you can learn to play Bulgarian teams. Levski Sofia, CSK Sofia, Botev, Botev, Plovdiv, Lokomotiv Plovdiv. Okay. Listen, you see Vasil Nikolov for Nottingham Forest? We love Bulgaria on this channel. Adriano, the god, Adriano. The best version of Adriano in real life was the 2005 FIFA Confederations Cup. They discontinued the Confederations Cup because of the Nations League and all this extra stuff. I love the Confederations Cup. Used to be a lot of fun. Teams would play. I also thought the football there would be better because teams play more loose. I think didn't USA beat Italy or beat Spain in the Confederations Cup in like 2008 or 9? I remember because I had a Spain kit back then, and I went on vacation. I had a Ramos kit, and it was the same kit they used in the Confederations Cup, and I tried to iron it, and I totally ruined the kit, and I was so upset because it was a really cool Spain kit. It had like a weird design. I loved it, but Adriano 2005. If you have a chance, search Adriano 2005 Confederations Cup. And that's actually also a very good Brazil squad, because that's, even though 06, all these guys were there, Kaká, Ronaldinho, R9, Adriano, Robinho, etc. In 05, as Bellingham makes a really good back flick there, Bellingham into the box, he flicks it over to Phil Foden. Ooh, good effort. Good build up there. Jude and Phil. Let's watch this again. Nice. Look at Bellingham using his strength there to just hold off the defender. So yeah, check that out if you want to see some prime on Adriano. But I do think that Brazil team in particular was a little bit better than the team a year later. You know what I mean? Ronaldinho was a little bit better. Kaká was a little bit fitter. Adriano as well. He scored a goal in the final. I think they played Argentina in the final that year. Really fun tournament, the Confederations Cup. Nas, PES 2018 is your favorite so far. Ah, man. Yep, was that that was dynamic AI, right? Good times. Oh, Gurpegri, I remember him, Nas. I remember him. Man, wasn't it so cool when we used to have when we really used to play youth team players from the original Master League team? You know, PES, I always say this, PES had so many really cool, unique things that they didn't do for marketing. They didn't do to get people, just to get people hyped. They genuinely did it because it was something they believed in and thought fit. And it created such an amazing culture. It's why to this day we can talk about Castolo, right? From the original Master League team. And everyone understands, everyone feels it. Espimas, all these guys. A great ball by Weston McKennie. 1-0 USA, Christian Pulisic is a good goal. That is a very good goal. Pulisic is in pain. How bad is it? It's very bad. That's a good goal for the United States. Reminds me of some of my Master League goals. But a very good finish. I hope Pulisic is okay. He seems to be in a lot of pain. He's in a lot of pain. Did he get kicked in the family, Jules? Because he can't even celebrate the goal. That's going to mean a lot. He sacrificed for his country. The LeBron James of soccer. Oof. That's a good goal. Serginho Dest does really well there. Pulisic putting his body on the line. There's one thing America loves, is someone putting their body on the line. Oh, he got a knee to the lower abdomen. I feel it. Rashford's in. It's a corner for England. Now, this is going to open up this game big time. Iran have to get out there and try to get a goal now. This is going to be interesting. Iran just needed a point. So now they're going to be forced to play more adventurous. Is that going to open things up for the United States? It remains to be seen. But a good goal there. United States had the better run of the play so far. All right, let me go back. So Nuhai, that was the center back, right? Was he Greek? I can't remember, but he was good. He was always really highly rated. And then, come on, Minandinho, come on, incredible. He was the fake the faker, shorter Rui Costa. But another great player. I played Become a Legend on PES 2017 with myself with a patch for the... Okay. Nice. That sounds like a really fun... that sounds like a fun little Become a Legend you had. Bro, by the way, let me know. How do I say your name? Please tell me how do you say your name in English. Because I always see it, but I can't refer to it. Oh, it's Belgium. Yes, it was Belgium. I forgot. Okay, so Rashford does your head in. I mean, who doesn't he do that to? I don't know. Rashford. Oh wow, Christian Pulisic is really in pain. He took a really tough knee. He took a really tough knee to like the. Oh yeah, the slow mo of that. But he gets his goal for his country. The season before, you joined AC Milan, and then you rejoined Dortmund after half a season at Inter. Yeah, the in-bow, you want to leave so fast sometimes. Wow, Pulisic is really in pain. Oh man, I have so many. Nas, I feel you on these stories, bro. I remember like different master leagues and different things that happened. I never forget like in PES 6, playing with Real Madrid, Champions League knockouts, maybe like the quarters or semis. And like, you know, in Master League, after a while, you start feeling really confident. You know your team, you know what's happening. And I'll never forget, Bayern Munich just beat me 4-0, and I felt like I couldn't touch them. And they genuinely just played incredible. It wasn't scripting or anything. They just played so well. There was one time, my favorite comeback of all time. Well, until the recent Atletico Madrid comeback for Nottingham Forest, because that was really up there. But there was a time I think I was down 4-1 or 3-1 with Real Madrid. I think 3-1 with Real Madrid, like the 80th minute. And I scored in the 82nd. I scored. Wow, Pulisic is in a lot of pain. I hope he can. He's gonna try to come back on. Are they gonna try to? Maybe they can get him to halftime. Maybe they can get him to halftime. They get him to halftime. You know, then we'll see. It's a good touch here from Iran. If they get him to halftime, you know, I think that's what they're going to try to do. This close to halftime, they'll try to get him to halftime so they can work on him for 15 more minutes. Yep, Pulisic is injury prone, but to be fair, that was a really kind of freak accident just now.
Definition of laying it on the line for your country, right there in a game. My oh my, Pulisic, big time.
Oh, Pulisic is back on. Better hope he doesn't get hit in that area. Man, big moment for Pulisic. You really like think about like what all this means. You know, this is a player that's been hyped for years as the great hope of American soccer, American football. Well, not American football, but you know what I mean. And he's hit some heights, obviously doing well in Europe at times, not fully hitting his potential, I think, what people may have thought he would be back when he was really shining for Dortmund. But now, after not making the 2018 World Cup, because they lost to Trinidad and Tobago, it is a big moment for him here, scoring in the World Cup, putting his body on the line. That's the kind of clip that can show on SportsCenter and more general American media, and American media can kind of get behind it, even if they don't like football. So you see them, oh man, look, he put his stuff on the line for his country, he was injured, he was hurt, but it didn't matter. They love all that stuff. He did more than KDB so far. Well, KDB said it. They're old. They're old. Belgium, as you saw, had some kind of bust up in training, potentially. Well, apparently, with Hazard, Vertonghen, and who else was involved? Was KDB involved, maybe? Said Lukaku had to split them up.
The U.S. 4 years ago, not qualifying. That is something that Christian Pulisic has lived with. And he also said before the tournament, I'm never going to take for granted.
Good touch by Adams. USA breaking through. They have to score. They have to score this. Josh Sargent. Good pass over Timothy Weah. Oh, it's cut out. That was good football. That was good football. Now, this is what's interesting to me about the United States today. They're up 1-0. They know they have to win. Iran just need a draw. Do the USA at one point start to manage the game, right? That's not something they're known for on the international stage, and it's something that's very important at the international level, being able to manage games and just get results. Now, there's two trains of thought. Perhaps, USA need to push, get it to 2-0, and then really sit back. Or do they want to kind of set up shop? I think it would be a mistake to set up shop completely. Iran looked somewhat vulnerable. I think if USA keep playing exactly the same way, they will get a goal. Another goal. But obviously adjustments will come at halftime. Big moment for Pulisic. I'm proud of him.
Get the shot off. Instead, looking for the unselfish pass.
And he seems to be fine now. He's moving well. Yeah, so kind of what I was saying before when I was talking about, these players that we'd all have, and you guys brought them up, Minandinho, etc., etc. That's not that I was aiming for this with my channel. I wasn't really thinking that deep, but it's really cool. Like for me, like having Kenzo Tanaka be a player like that. Another kind of random player that's not real but becomes real to us. He's real to us. I need to get a Tanaka Japan jersey. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna get a Tanaka Japan kit. Or maybe I should get a Forest kit with Tanaka on the back. Which one do you think I should get, guys? It's a fake player, yes. People will ask me who is that forever, but he'll mean a lot to me in my heart and soul. Luke Shaw. And England about to head to a 0-0 draw at halftime at Wales. Or will they? Harry Kane, it's a corner. Rexa, yeah, I agree. Get one more goal. 1-0 is certainly too risky.
There's going to be opportunities for that second one, and the question is going to be finding it because Iran are going to bring it all.
Iran right now playing with 10 men because Mohammadi is still down on the far side of the field receiving treatment. Looks like they might have made the decision to make a sub. Most Parrish is upset about this situation right now. Why they weren't given the opportunity to make the sub. And they will make it now.
A Japan kit, all right? It would be cool. Oh, England. Ward keeps it out.
For the night.
I know I definitely... Oh, I got an idea for a video. You guys will hear about it, but I'm definitely going to... I'm probably going to do this. I'm going to maybe run a Become a Legend with Kenzo Tanaka.
Pulisic goal there. Almost hit Sargent.
I don't know what this is, bro. Is this Captain... I knew it. I knew it was Captain Tsubasa. I never really watched the series, but I hear all the references about it. So as soon as you said it, I'm like, is that gonna be that? That would be a good call. I need to watch the show. I missed it as a kid. Missed it when I was younger. Yeah, so I should get that. That would be fun. That'd be fun.
Mohammadi off. Des holds it in. Little Taremi defending him. Des got away. Musa just had to be careful at how much he was going to reach in for that one. Runs too far.
England's final ball has been awful, indeed.
Played
Indeed.
exhausted three
Multiple times here, England have been in and not made the right decision.
for Weah.
I think this has been a good first half for the United States. No shots for Iran, dominating with the ball, continuing to put pressure on their back line, and eventually that paid off because that was the gap. And talking about the defense for Iran, not making the one play, 9.5 yards. McKennie, no pressure on the ball, sprays it out to Des. Pulisic laying it on the line, gets the goal.
Joe Allen? Ooh.
Second half, you have
Was that Joe? It was Joe Allen. The what did they call him? The Welsh Iniesta? Or no. He was the Welsh Xavi when he was at Swansea, right?
what has been this team's greatest quality is their ability to dominate with the ball and play aggressive.
Not a bad effort. Couldn't get it on target.
So very good first half, but in 11:45 in that second half coming up.
Huddersfield got away with one there because he came to get that header, but he didn't get there.
Yep, I also agree. I think Rashford's off at the break. Too inconsistent in the final third. He never really became what I thought he would. Never became what I thought he would. But one thing I will say, I noticed this a lot with a lot of younger players, right? When they first come on the scene, they play with such a reckless abandon, and they're almost fearless. They're not thinking about anything, right? they're just playing so free and like they almost cut through the nerves and the tension that a lot of other players who are older and more experienced deal with. Right? Bad pass there by Pulisic. So Rashford, when he came onto the scene, just looked like he was gonna hit other levels. Now obviously he's dealt with some injuries, and Man United has not. Don't forgive me, Rexa, but they have not been the best place to develop over the past few years. But you could feel more like, oh, good tackle by Yunus Musa. Good work, good work. Yeah, but now you can feel that's a foul. Yeah, now you can. Sorry. Yeah, I think a lot of his development years just didn't go the way they needed to. And now he is who he is, and now I can feel him thinking more about the pressure of each moment, and overthinking sometimes or not thinking enough. You just feel all of that. When he came out when he was younger, he just felt free. Pulisic whips it across to the back post. So Gino Dest. Yep, listen, Jack Grealish, free him. Free him. I had Jack Grealish in PES 2016. Because if I remember correctly, Jack Grealish kind of broke out way earlier than his real kind of breakout. I remember back in like 2015, 2016, Jack Grealish was really looking like he was going to become a star sooner rather than later. And then it took a couple years, and then now he's, obviously a couple. Ooh, a ball stood 70 years 1-on-1. USA have to score. Oh, that is a delight. What a. Oh, it's offside. It is offside. What a finish. What a finish. Oh, I love nothing more than a silky one-time finish. How offside is he? Yeah, he's not. Is he not? He's not offside.
We're whistling play on, so that is tight.
Oh man, that is an exquisite finish. This is coming back. I mean, wait. I gotta see the replay. I'm sorry. I forgot. The offsides are automatic, so it doesn't matter what we see. It's going to be offside. Lunchtime. Enjoy your lunch, Villa. I need to go. My girlfriend's making me boiled eggs. So I'm going to go get an egg and come back. The only actual coach that he had so far in his career, Van Gaal and Ten Hag. Yep, that's true. That's true. There it is, Villa. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Yeah, 2015. So what's really cool is I had Jack Grealish in Master League back in PES 2016 when he just had the hair in the middle and he had the fade, so the sides were completely low, and he had the short socks, of course. And I love Jack Grealish. And then I kind of lost track of him for a couple seasons, and then he really started to emerge with Villa again. But he's a player who needs a license to roam, and the freer he is, the better he's going to play. There's certain players like this. You'll see what happens with him at City. I'm sure he's grown tactically and grown overall as a player. But, it is offside. There you go. That's the call. Wow, that's tight. That is tight indeed. Man, what a finish. That would have really ended things. Really exquisite finish as well. Guys, I'll be back in like 5 to 10 minutes. Drop any questions. I might come back sooner than that. I keep talking to you guys. I think Tim, what's up, man? I think because it's the automatic offsides, they don't need VAR at all. They don't use VAR for offsides anymore. So it's it's tight, but he has become a robot at Man City. It's Jack Grealish doing robotic things. Oh, Icardi, another player that didn't really pan out. I mean, he had his own issues with Wanda and Maxi Lopez and that whole thing. But yeah, a lot of times too, we overrate a lot of these young players that have a couple good moments or a couple good months. I can tell a lot of people overrate players based on FIFA ratings, and even like FIFA and these video games, they give players a rating sometimes, and even if they've not played up to that level for years, they keep the same rating because they have the reputation, so to speak. So a lot of people think of players as greater than they are. Icardi, definitely a good young talent, but perhaps he never really was that good, and we kind of overrated him. I will be back, guys. See you soon.
Have you won 2 World Cups?
Go ahead, tell us.
No matter what you call it, don't forget the chips for the FIFA World Cup.
We got any more chips, by the way.
Crisps.
The 2022 FIFA World Cup halftime show on Fox is presented by Verizon.
The U.S. men's national team has reached the knockout stage in 3 of their last 4 World Cup appearances. They are 45 minutes away from advancing in this edition of the World Cup. The U.S. with a 1-0 lead over Iran. The result, as it stands right now, sends the Americans through to the knockout stage. Remember, they must win this game to move on. Rod Stone, Kelly Smith, Quinn Dempsey, Alexi Laws, a lot of Patriots right here behind us. All 4 teams in Group B still alive for those 2 knockout stage berths. The U.S. has dominated the first 45, an 8-0 shot advantage as we take in our first half highlights. Lots of opportunities, lots of shots, lots of crosses. Look at this dangerous one for Sergio Dest right at the near post. The U.S. all over Iran. Iran doesn't want any part of this. Iran doesn't want any part of this game. They're giving the U.S. the ball. They're giving the U.S. opportunity after opportunity.
Yeah, you can see here, always probing, always trying to play those little big balls. George Weah, that's his dad. Probably could have taken that down and taken extra touch. Didn't realise he had that much time.
Then, out wide, ball into the box. Josh Sargent has had a very good half. Drops the way up here. His eyes get big and he just slams this one over the top. You're going to see a lot of opportunities for the guys in blue. Because it was one-way traffic.
We talked about our midfield. They were on fire today. Weston with the great ball to the top to Dest. What a finish from Christian. We talked about putting your body on the line, and boy, did he ever in this situation. What a great goal for him. Going to open up his account for this tournament, and the team's doing what they need to do up 1-0.
Weston McKinney just dropping dimes all over the field. And the bravery from Pulisic, the reaction in Kansas City. But that collision kept him on the sideline, and then the American soccer version of Willis Reed gets up and wakes his way out back onto the field. Live standings from Group B. England is sitting on 5 points as well. They're currently playing Wales on FS1. The U.S. on 5 as well. Getting top 2, move on to the next stage. Christian Pulisic, we're talking about we need some bravery. We need some of those old Clint Dempsey faces. And that was a moment that we're going to remember from Christian Pulisic.
Yeah, you got to put your body on the line. We've had the crosses in the game, but no one's getting on the end of things. And you got to sacrifice your body sometimes for the team, for your country. And that's what he did there. He won for your legacy as well. He wanted it more than the opposition. And that's what we have to do if we want to win games and get out of the group phase.
Taking a gamble, isn't he? His instinct is getting there. He's putting his body on the line. He doesn't care if he gets hurt as long as the ball goes in the back of the goal.
He smelled it. He made up 5-6 yards being behind the defender's ship. But keep in mind, the U.S. in the first game against Wales, great first half, disaster second half. If Iran is going to change, they are going to change things, and they're going to come out flying. They better be ready, the U.S.
All right. What's up, guys? Back. FM. Yeah, FM. Come on. Accurate as hell. FM puts in a lot of research. I really should play more Football Manager, man. I just like playing the game itself. I always run through that dilemma with Football Manager, because I really do enjoy playing the actual game.
Asthma or smoking. Even if symptoms feel mild, many factors can increase your risk.
Yes, Pez. Yeah, yep. So right about that, Nas. I agree. One of my favorite things is Pez does. Again, I was talking about this yesterday. Something that they should be talking about and should have been really pushed by the community, by Pez's community managers and Pez's the whole Konami team. That the idea of like their Master League actually encourages you to use older players. Not to mention, I think the way Pez's stats work are just so much better. Like overall ratings really don't matter. It's about the individual skills. So in PES, you notice a lot of players, older players, even if they have good ratings, and I even mean very old. I can mean like early, like late 20s, for example. You'll see that they have a higher overall rating, but their speed is a lot lower. You know? So, I really like how PES treats a lot of older players, though, as we were discussing yesterday as well, The one issue is that if you play well as an older player, you should still be able to maintain your level. If you are declining in PES and you're old, they don't care how well you played. They're gonna make you decline. So that's one thing I wish they would fix. There should be a way in Master League to achieve things that would keep you at the same overall rating or same stats, especially as an older player. They should build that in, right? Maybe older players have some kinds of objectives required to keep up their level. And if they're doing it, you know, up until a certain point, obviously you can't be, you can't be 42, getting better and better. But to me, like up until 35, especially with the way football has changed, up until 35, you should be able to like find a way to maintain, even if your speed is not the same, you should be able to maintain your overall rating if you're constantly doing good things. Favorite play style is target man. If you can't score, just give an assist. I don't really use target man much. I should use it more. What I'm gonna try to do in the next series, guys, is I think I'm gonna maintain the lineup or the formation, sorry, that the team has before I go there. Right? So not just use whatever formation I want with every team. I'm thinking I will, we'll see what the team sets up like, and maybe for the first half of a season, we just play in that style. So if they're playing like a 5-4-1, we're doing that, and we're learning and growing. It'll be fun to try different styles in different countries. So that's something I really want to do for the next series. Ivo Grigorov? Is that your name? Did I figure out your name? I put it in a translator for Bulgarian. Well, hold up. Let me see. What's going on here? Ivo Grigorov. Tell me if I'm correct. I'll call you Ivo, of course. But let me know if I'm correct. I think I got your name, bro. I'm getting hot. I'm gonna change this. Be right back. How do you grow a beard like yours? I don't really use anything special. Genetics, I guess. There's like beard oils and stuff, but I'm lucky. Like I have friends who wish they had a full beard. I haven't cut this now for like 4 or 5 years. I used to have like a clean face. But man, I love my beard. The first window and go with the formation and placed on January. Yeah, I love that, Villa. Good approach. I usually try to keep the first window off as well, but sometimes I have that temptation to make 1 or 2 transfers. But I do like the idea with PES, of like seeing what the team is, not just jumping in and going crazy, seeing what the team is and making adjustments as we go on. Let me know, guys, with the new series. Should I always start off with no transfers? At least in terms of like the beginning of the series? They took off Bale. Gareth Bale is off. Brennan Johnson is on. So I guess Bale, did he pick up an injury? Would not be a surprise. But, shout out to Nottingham Forest. Brennan Johnson, let's see what you can do. Can you become a hero tonight? Let me know, guys, should I approach the series where I start the series off and immediately, like, whoever I pick, we make a couple of transfers. Maybe I can limit it. Maybe 2 transfers max in the first window, and then we build over time. We will see. But as we get to bigger teams, I'm going to be aggressive in the windows. We're only going to be with the team for 2 years, so I want to make sure I spend some money and do some good stuff. England is back underway, but not America yet. But I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go change into something not as hot. Yes, Gareth Bale. He's anonymous these days. He's past it. He's a man for the moment, which is why I'm surprised he's off. But there has to be an injury. Inter Milan Master League. I think we could certainly end up in Inter Milan. Internazionale. and young Italian wonder kids. Let's get some names. What would we want? Let's Angelo. We can use Angelo. We can use Andrea. Cito. We'll think of some fun Italian wonder kids. But love that, Rexa, with the league registration rules. You know what? Good idea. I'm gonna try to put that in the series as much as I could. And really stick to the registration rules. But I'm gonna create Wonder Kids, guys, for the whole world. I'm gonna really get started on this probably tomorrow, and I'm gonna see how far I get. I probably won't make. I'll probably make like 20, maybe 20 players. We'll see, and then just spread them around the world. Right? You're gonna have. You know what I'll probably do? I probably will leave out all the big nations. Because the big nations, what will happen is as regions get into the game, those big nations will... thought Brandon Johnson was in there. The big nations will have regions and young players coming regardless. So I think what I'll do is focus on smaller nations that don't have a lot of world-class players and give a lot of them world-class talents. I think I'll do someone from Korea, right? I'll do someone from maybe South Africa, maybe Sudan, Costa Rica... We got Chile, Iceland, Finland, maybe the next Jari Litmanen. I think we can definitely experiment and make some fun young players. And I'm excited to kind of spread these guys all around the world of football and see what happens over the period. I see Aronson's on for Pulisic, who can't make it. That's a very good sub, considering you have to take off Christian Pulisic. So we'll see. Santini. The Derby County NL. Man, I was watching TTB for so long before I decided to start a channel. That guy is a legend, and he's really stuck with it. When he lost his account for like a week, oh man, I was so devastated for him because I know how much work he puts in. I'm so glad he was able to get it back, and he's back to doing well. He's growing. Did TTB cross 100,000 yet? He might have. I think he did. I know he was gaining for a while. But that guy deserves all the love. OG PES YouTuber, man. From when did he start? I was watching him in like 2013. I think 2013, 2014. $100K. He did hit it. Good for him, man. Shout out to TTB. Nas, we're gonna call him Kenzo Santini. It's gonna be a Kenzo in every series. He does live in Florida. I was in Florida actually a couple of months ago, but I'm not. He doesn't. Maybe one day. Cool guy. If I do. I have to do more eFootball content if I really wanted to grow to be. Aronson's in. If I really wanted to be serious about it, I have to do so much more eFootball content. I have to play online as well, which I don't really know if I want to do. But I would love to get a little bit bigger, and this more not really for like the accolades, but more because it would allow me to kind of be more involved with Konami and PES. But I'm really hoping that once eFootball comes out with offline. Oh, what a free kick! Oh, it's Rashford, Villa. He buries it. Marcus Rashford. England 1, Wales 0. I actually missed it. I just saw the net bulge. Let me put the volume up.
Cameron Carter Vickers. Communication is important.
Marcus.
And it doesn't matter if you have a poor first half. I'm sure he'll be disappointed with his first half. When you have this sort of quality, Ian, you can make a play that changes the game at any moment.
I didn't see it. Was it a direct free kick or a layoff? Because Aronson, Sargent in there for USA, almost getting a shot past the keeper. Good attempt. Good goal from Marcus Rashford. It's going to boost his confidence. Oh, was that a direct free kick? Hell of a hit. Hell of a hit. Very well hit. I think a world-class keeper keeps that out. I still think a world-class keeper probably keeps that out, but that's beating 95% of goalkeepers. Really good hit there from Rashford. 1-0 England. Who predicted 2-0 in the chat? You could be correct.
14th international goal for Marcus Rashford.
All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Well, one isn't enough. You want to get the second quickly. Congratulations, up man to you. But good work on the right side here by England. Harry Kane picks it up. Insane alternative, Ian. He's such an underrated passer. And I'm not sure he knows Foden's there. He's just putting it in a good area. Foden around me at the back post. As an attacking player, you just take a chance. Foden saw this ball turn over. He took the chance. And it paid off for him. 2-0 England. And it could get worse yet.
A double whammy from England just after half time. And Foden getting only his third international goal. The newspapers, the English media have been calling for him to be brought into the starting lineup. Well, he's delivered a goal there. Kane will get the assist for it. And Wales, surely now, are on the next play out here. Kane brought down. We need a little boy playing for Reddish Vulcans. Red Stockport just south of Manchester. Before Foden dreamt that one day he'd play in the World Cup and score in the World Cup, and he has.
It's the beauty of this tournament, the beauty of this game. A man like that showing up on the world stage. You have to wonder in how long Gareth Southgate will keep Harry Kane on the field. He's a bit banged up. Looks like they're through in first. Maybe get him off the field soon here.
Oh, they scored again. I missed it. Phil Foden. Ahaha. Damn, I missed the goal. I'm going to find it online. All right, so it's England all the way through. Be very interested to see England in the knockouts and see what Mr. Southgate does now that he's seen Phil Foden shining. I'm going to look at this goal.
Second place and advancement in this group. England turning their dominance into goals. To be a long half this for Wales now. Here's Ramsey. Can they find any kind of response? Typically ball in towards Moore. Wasn't far away from him. Here's Dan James.
Oh, it's a good effort from Dan James.
Curling and curling, but not quite quick enough.
A good job on the first ball by Kyle Walker not to foul Cooper Moore. But this had eyes for the corner. I thought Jordan Pickford may have gotten a touch on it. But either way, it's Jordan goal kick. First big chance for Wales in the second half.
Well, they're going to roll the dice now, haven't they? Wales, nothing to lose. Of course, they want to get out of here with four.
My thing is not letting me get the Foden goal. I should do a wonder kid from Trinidad, guys. It's not a bad idea. The problem is I would be so biased to the wonder kid from Trinidad. We'll see. We actually have a really good player, Levi Garcia. Oh! Good save from Pickford. Kiefer Moore's strike there deflected. So there's a really good Trinidadian player. He plays for AK Athens, Levi Garcia. Actually, funny enough, not even with my bias, I almost signed him for Forest because I needed a winger, and he actually has pretty good stats in PES in terms of at least dribbling and speed. So Levi Garcia, he's been doing really well. So watch out for him. I think he's gonna end up in a bigger league very soon. He's a fun attacking player, a little bit like Leon Bailey, who's also from the Caribbean, of course, from Jamaica. But yeah, Iran. Let's see what Iran could do here. They should switch it. There you go.
Rashford and Foden. One goal for Manchester United, the other for Manchester City.
Callum Wilson and Calvin Phillips coming on.
Callum Wilson coming on again, being very unselfish, set up the goal. Something of Liverpool they haven't seen so far is going to get a run at as well. You can see great opportunity here. Calvin Phillips to get some time, get Harry Kane off the field, get Kyle Walker off the field. It's his first match in a couple of months, probably in the assistant.
All right, this England game is not going to be much for us now. Let's shift our attention fully to USA Iran.
Pushing too hard after 2 months out. So Alexander Arnold to right back. Always a debate about.
He backed off. Serginho Dest was out of position on the right. He was caught up the field. Now he was with Taremi and then decided to just.
Jeremy Sarmiento! Yes, so Sarmiento from Ecuador and Brighton and Hove. Looks like Roberto Firmino. He does look like Firmino. He's actually completely, you played for the the English youth teams. I think he's born in England to Ecuadorian parents. He, like Musiala, Bellingham, that whole generation, I think he was really kind of supposed to be a part of that. But, you know, good for him playing for Ecuador. Real shame, though, that they're out today. But I wanted both Ecuador and Senegal to go through. So, you know, that's the World Cup. Things change so quickly. Look how good Ecuador played in their first match. They played well. They played well the entire time, and now they're out the tournament. Is this the Foden goal? I think I'm seeing a replay here. Whoa, good pass from Harry Kane. Nice. England taking advantage. There you go. Phil Foden, lads.
Weston McKennie. Robinson wide. He comes inside for Aronson. By one, Aronson trying to find Sargent.
Aronson almost finds Josh
Good possession.
Sargent.
On the back line from Iran, eventually waited for Weston McKennie to break up the field, finds a little slip pass to Aronson, skips by his man with a little cheeky nutmeg there, and then trying to pick out the run of Josh Sargent, got himself into a good spot, but it's the trail leg that stops the ball getting to him. Nice move from the United States in the point corner.
So, what is it? USA, Netherlands, right? If they get through. Oh. USA can 100% beat the Netherlands. I'm not even. USA can 100% beat Holland. That's not, that's not a matchup that is too out there at all. I don't really trust the Dutch. I've never actually played with Sarmiento in PES, so maybe I should give him a go. Naz, right? Let me hear your full Malaga side. I'm not sure if I asked you. Did I ask you already? I might have. England, Senegal. I think England are gonna win that. Senegal will play well, but as the match goes on, I can see England just being overwhelming. For Senegal, they'll have them pinned in and they'll just create enough chances. Unless England give you one of those performances, because if England kind of play timidly, I can see Senegal killing them on the counter. So that should be an interesting match. But USA Netherlands would be really, really evenly matched for me. Obviously, the footballing history of the Dutch is massive. But watching the USA play this tournament, they played 3 very good matches. Yep, exactly. Southgate will play for Pens. Lads, it's Senegal. Let's set up shop, park the bus.
It's the Iranian
That's funny.
turn now to try to inject a little energy into their team with the ball. You see them stepping up their pressure in times. A little bit of desperation now from them. The U.S. are going to have a spell in this second half. They've been under a bit of pressure already. We're going to have to weather some of that. And here's Taremi again.
Oh, Taremi is offside. Did you guys saw? Ooh, Jordan Henderson takes a tough hit there. Do you guys remember Taremi's goal for Porto in the Champions League? Is
In the second half, there's the offside call.
offside.
Taremi just going a little bit too soon. Scored goals.
Yeah, do you guys remember Taremi's goal for Porto? I think last season.
Formations
Incredible.
switches from coaches have a big effect. It's going to be important for the United States to keep energy and pressure on the ball, not dropping off deep. So at what point does Ronaldo go to his bench?
Villa, you're cracking me up, man. Senegal without Sadio. Yeah, I know. It's such a shame. I know it's killing him, especially after watching today.
Harrison Watson and Sargent just whiffed. Trying to get the pass away. Wallahi. Kodos. Des the defender.
That's offside, isn't it?
Rolled inside on the turn. Karimi. Adams stepped in the block.
Man, I've been really impressed with Tyler Adams. Obviously, we've all seen him play. It's not like it's new. But he's gonna be some player. He's gonna be some player.
Great work.
Oh, Harrison's got space if he can go.
Ooh.
The other position.
McKennie goes down, but
Another striker soon. Gus Sargent's having to do a lot of defensive work.
let me see.
Kind of game now. You have to be an outlet.
That's a foul. Come on.
Use your hold-up play. You have to run the channels, but you still have to come back and defend it. Energy can set the tone. So do we maybe see Jesus Ferrer for the first time in this tournament in that position?
Half an hour to go in Altamont Stadium. The United States as it stands advancing to the next round of the tournament. Iran as it stands going home. Anthony Robinson, heavy first touch. On the ball from Weston McKennie. Christian Pulisic, first half goal. Collision with the goalkeeper after. He was down for a while.
Jude Bellingham is just such a fantastic player, isn't he? I love Jude Bellingham. Just like his demeanor, his maturity, him going abroad at a young age. There's a clip that's been going viral where when Dortmund played City in the Champions League and the British reporter started asking him about coming to the Prem. And he straight up said, I'm focused on Dortmund. That is disrespectful. We're here to win. I'm not just here to showcase myself for the Premier League. I play for Borussia Dortmund. They're a big part of my life and and my team. And they've helped me in my growth. And I'm here to win for Dortmund. And I loved it. I loved it. A very mature response. Both him and Tyler Adams, man. Really stand-up players. That USA midfield. The midfield is the key to the game. And they finally have a serious midfield. Those three with Aronson, undisputed for me for the next. Iran have a chance here. Let's see. It's whipped in. Not a bad one. It's headed up in the air. Yeah, those three, to me, have to be the basis of what the USA do from now going forward.
Karimi.
Brilliant.
Who is Strindholm? Not her. You're deleting things, Nas. I saw the guy's name. I don't know who he is. I don't know who that player is.
Close control.
But yeah, the midfield, that's what you're seeing. They bossed the game against England. And Trippier comes on for Luke Shaw.
Is that Kellen Acosta coming over to the U.S. bench?
Dest. Back for Wales.
Man, I'm getting the feeling USA are going to get a second. Yep, they can play together for the next decade. Everyone is young, which is awesome to see. They can play together. They can grow. McKennie can really do it all. He can do it all. And he plays with such confidence. That American confidence, that American arrogance, if you will, to a degree. But you need that in football. You need some of that on the pitch. So it's good to see America being able to play with a little bit more personality, put the imprint on the match. You know, usually when they do well at the World Cup, it's all effort. But this time, you know,
Anthony Robinson going up.
they really played really well. They look like a serious footballing nation.
Accidental contact. Ends up scraping down the back leg of Rosellano.
And I'm lowering my standing desk, guys. I'm getting tired.
Raziel was screaming and shouting, but now he's going to continue. Kellen Acosta preparing to come on. Kellen as a sub in the second half against Wales. Might have saved the USA's World Cup with that rugby tackle of Gareth Bale, who was looking to score from midfield with that turnaround of his goal in the final seconds. Sargent, good pressure. As a Talahi able to get away, though. Godos running at Dest. Godos hooking that in behind the target. Diving header by Robinson, not all the way clear. Robinson.
Oh, chance for Iran. They're in. Oh, he missed. Oh, he put it wide. Oh, what a wow. They were so close.
And doesn't go as aggressively into this tackle because it's
All right, Strindholm. Let's look at Naz's team, guys. We're evaluating Naz's Master League team. Wow, that is close. But to be honest, is that Taremi? Taremi does hit Dest on the follow through. Taremi has to get that first time. As Rashford's into the box for England, he's left, he's right, he takes a strike, and Marcus Rashford. Villa. Marcus Rashford. It's targeting you like you are a poor kid who needs food. Excellent stuff from Rashford here. Gets into the box and finishes. This is what's frustrating about him, because you see Marcus Rashford play like this, do things like this, and then you see him a lot of the other times. Big moment for Marcus Rashford as England take a commanding 3-0 lead. Wales are so poor. This is very poor. And it's onside clearly. All right, so Strindholm, Koulibaly, Nyanyan. I like him. Wague from Barcelona. Victor Gomez from Espanyol, I think. Alisson. Who's Alisson? Do I know Alisson, that midfielder? Enriquez, Marcus Marin. Marius Marin, my bad. Jaden Braff. I've thought about buying him a couple times. Diego Costa and Antonin. Are these
his team's ability.
is that, yeah, listen, even me, man, I had to go back. I was watching some of my older videos yesterday, actually. I had to go back and remember some players from like the Hertha Berlin Master League. So sometimes I really do forget, you know, who's on my team. Never forget Kenzo Tanaka though, but I'll be interested to see who I remember from the Forest Master League in a couple years. Alright, here is... I think the USA's fitness is going to carry them through later in the game. They're mugging Timothy Weah now. They cannot hold him.
Olaganji.
And it gets Olaganji just again on top of
Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford.
that time he's able to feel the pressure coming from the inside, so he spins it.
England Senegal is spicy. It's spicy. It'll be interesting. I really hope England don't overwhelm them early. I hope we see like a good match. Mane being fit. Oh, that's a handball. That's a booking too. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why is Lahoz not giving him a yellow card? That looked very bleak. Yeah, that's a booking. Come on.
From a set piece from this type of area. It took a deflection on the way through, but he can strike.
I was talking a little bit about Lahoz, the referee in USA Iran. know him very well from La Liga. What I wanted to say was he just loves the spotlight. If he can make himself the star of the match, he'll do it. This is a big chance for the USA. This could end everything.
He became irreplaceable over the course of the last year and a half. That was just over 20 minutes ago in a must-win game of the World Cup. Paulo Costa setting the ball. The Yunus Musa now comes over.
Now, this was something we saw the U.S. practicing all the way back in Kansas City for that friendly ahead of Uruguay. Watching Yunus Musa strike them with the inside of the foot, going for that kind of knuckle approach. They had a camera filming it. And
Wilson and Rashford, give it to Marcus. Marcus on a hat trick.
Paulo Costa here.
Saved by Ward.
Well, it is his birthday.
The Spanish version of Mike Dean is spot on. That is incredibly accurate.
New York City.
All right, big free kick here for Yunus Musa. This is actually John Moss as well. Hey, good references, guys. I have the smartest subscriber base in YouTube. I knew it. All right, here's Yunus Musa. It's over the bar.
Just couldn't get it down.
Yeah, that's what he was going for. That type of technique, you open up your foot, you try to hit the ball to where it knuckles a little bit. And
I'll tell you this, Valencia will struggle to keep Yunus Musa next season, though I genuinely think he's better off staying one more season with Valencia, because he gets to play week in, week out. I feel like he's improved under Gattuso. Valencia actually have an okay team. They're unfortunately they have bad ownership and they've dealt with it. Wales are a mess right now. But I definitely think Musa should stay at least one more year. But it'll be interesting to see what kind of bids come in for him because he's really a class player. I don't watch Wales enough, but I just Brennan Johnson should be starting. I fully believe Brennan Johnson should be starting. They're gonna make that change now. Gareth Bale should honestly. I wonder if he'll try to stay for the next Euros. We'll see. As you guys know, I work in football media in my real life job. Good strike from Iran. And I was talking to my boss today, and he brought up something interesting that I kind of considered, but now that the way he explained it to me, I really think it's gonna happen. And let me know what you guys think. He's convinced that no matter what, Ronaldo and Messi will be at the 2026 World Cup because it's in America. And the marketing and everything around it. They're gonna sell out stadiums, they're gonna raise the profile of the World Cup even in their older age. So he's convinced that it doesn't matter how old they are. Ronaldo's gonna be 41, Messi will be 39. He said he's very sure. He said, watch, Ronaldo and Messi will be at the 2026 World Cup. And then we kind of spoke about it a bit, and I told him, I think if that's the case, I could definitely see it as them being like the last man on the squad. They're on the bench. They come on in the final 20, 30 minutes. I don't think physically they're going to be, unless barring some crazy injury, I think they'll both be okay enough to play 15, 20 minutes. And for Portugal and Argentina, in the USA, I could see it. I could see FIFA, very corrupt FIFA as we know, telling Portugal and Argentina, hey, yes, so you must have Ronaldo and Messi on the squad. I said at TV pundits. Because it's in America and it's marketing, and even if they don't play, they need to just be on the squad and at the World Cup. I was pretty surprised when he said it, but as time went on, I kind of understood what he was saying. So we will see. It will be interesting. It will be interesting. Now, that I think completely depends on if any of them win it this year. I think any of them who win it this year, for not between Ronaldo and Messi, if they do win, they won't be here in USA 2026. But I wouldn't say no, guys. I wouldn't say no. You think of the money, the marketing, how FIFA acts, what it would be like in America with Ronaldo and Messi and the crazy fans here. Them just being on the team would genuinely make such a difference in media hype for the World Cup, even in their old age. So we'll see. Villa, you get the sub you wanted as Jack Grealish comes on for Marcus Rashford. Nice little chat there between Gareth Southgate and Rashford. Gareth Southgate whispers to Marcus Rashford, hey, so we need to prepare defensively for the Senegal match. I actually could see England blowing past Senegal. I could see them maybe coming out confidently and, yes, Rexa legacy spot like Dirk and Dwayne Wade in the All-Star game that year. But stranger things have happened, guys. I mean, okay, let's be honest. If Messi genuinely keeps up his at least current level, even if he declines a little bit, you put Messi on with 20 minutes to go against a low block, he's going to be effective at 39. Cristiano, obviously, for me, with Ronaldo, you could definitely see he's not near the same player he was even a couple years ago. But I think a lot of, we have to see what happens to Cristiano once he gets back to club football, where he ends up going, what kind of team is set up around him, and how he plays. He has to be very careful about his next decision. But if he does nail that right, you really don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. He could do it. He could do it. Yes, it would be fun to see Jack Grealish just run at the defense. Oh, Josh Sargent felt so awkwardly there because he evaded the challenge, but then he landed on the football and his knee. I hope he's okay because his knee kind of buckled there. He landed really awkwardly.
Here comes the training staff now.
I'm looking back at England now. I missed this chance. Bellingham, it's a good save by Ward off the deflection, back inside, and Foden puts it wide. Oh, it's good defending again. Man, I hope Josh Sargent's knee is okay. That looked really bad on the slow motion replay. The knee looked like it buckled and tried to stabilize.
Josh Sargent, second start.
Oh my God, it's so hard to watch.
United States. He at one point didn't come in to the national team for an entire year.
Instantly holding that right ankle, which is what is being evaluated right now by
Man, I really hope he's not injured.
training staff.
He's been in really good form for Norwich after some struggles.
Situation. You've got 15, probably.
But man, that looked bad. England deserved the win.
Get that second. How do you
Hey, oh wait, the audio is delayed from the camera?
What you're trying
I
to
did
do
not know
is
that.
keep your opponent as
Why
far
is it
away
doing
from
that?
the goal as you can by using the ball. You'd love a second, absolutely. And I think for the U.S., the chances are going to be there, but you don't take too many risks.
I'm gonna actually, let me see something.
It's not playing passes, high-risk passes in the middle of the field, not taking too many touches, still using the ball, spreading the field. You got Weston McKennie who came off. Look at him. He's up off the bench, talking to players, coming over.
All right.
A bit of water. A lot of
But
discussion between team staff over here.
Nah, man, you don't have to donate to me. It's all good.
Good play. Sargent
Keep your money.
the US
I do want to do, so I'll be honest with you guys, because I know what I do on YouTube isn't really that popular. Like playing very serious, long Master Leagues is not necessarily something that's gonna grow. So I would like to do like a Patreon, but I would have to figure out what you would get for the Patreon, and it would have to be worth it to people. You know what I mean? If I can create a Patreon tier where the content that I do is valuable to the people on that level, and they feel like it's worth it, and then I can do a little bit extra work and get that stuff out for you guys, I would love to do that. I only want to provide, I wouldn't want to get money, like if I do something like that, if I'm really providing value. So it's something I've thought about, and I will think about. Could do a Patreon with Master Leagues where you get them more frequently. It's something I would potentially think to do. But whatever I do would have to make sense and have to be pretty consistent. But I appreciate you asking. Marushko, let me know if I'm still delayed, or anyone, let me know if I'm still delayed audio-wise. I think it might still be going on. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm not a streamer. I'm just getting into it for the first time. But I'm gonna work to make these streams better and better.
Group stage finale, a 1-1 draw with Portugal 4 years ago. Was not enough to get them through. They needed to win that night. If they get a come from behind draw tonight, as they did 4 years ago, that would be enough to take them
Joe Allen is off for Wales. I mean, that's it for them. Never looked worthy at the World Cup. USA played all over Wales, and Wales were lucky to get a draw.
Yeah, just going back to your earlier question, I think the key word for the United States
It's a foul
is
from Musa.
control. You try to control the game with the ball, but then if you have to do some defense,
It's still delayed a little. I wonder if I have too many things
stay
open.
disciplined, you stay organized, you try to maintain and control the game through your pressure as well, keeping your own.
Hey Muro, what's up, bro?
Not opening up
So let me let you know what I did.
and then still with control, pushing forward when you can.
All right, so let's see. What mods did I use to get the custom face scans for youth players? So it's not a mod. It's really just a lot of manual editing. So if you use Blender, there's a, what's his name? Fleischman. He is a huge face creator on EvoWeb. He's made so many faces. This guy's incredible, doing it all for free, helping the community. Great guy, shout out to him. He releases faces all the time, but he actually did a tutorial because he's someone who didn't know how to make faces and just really got into it and taught himself how to make faces. So he knows it's not as hard as it may seem. So he's done a lot of work to teach people how to do it himself, right? Thing is, the more people in the community that make faces, the better faces we're gonna have. And the more faces we'll have as well. So he released a tutorial on how to relink a player face to any player ID, right? So what the tutorial's online. I could share a link in the chat. And how it works is you basically search the internet. You can look on EvoWeb. You can look on Twitter. You can look on, like, there's some of these like sites like Pez Patch or Pez New Update where they just drop all the new patches on YouTube. By the way, YouTube is huge for this. If you look up new faces, Pez 2021 or Pez 2023 on YouTube, and you search by like recent, you'll see a lot of people who've done faces for random players all over the world. Players who are not in Europe, players who are anywhere. A lot of players, and the reason I bring up that they're all over the world, it's people you won't know, which is the important part. Because it breaks immersion if I'm using a face of a player you know, right? So what I then do is I look at the kind of player I'm trying to make, what country, whatever. So then I look for a player that looks like someone that would be from that country. I use a random name generator online. So I will try out some different names, see which names I like. Some of your favorites had different names when I thought of them initially. Kenzo Tanaka, I think, always had Kenzo Tanaka. But there was definitely a couple of other players I think I had different names for. And then what I'll do is I will go into Blender, which is basically the program, the app that people use to create faces. I load in the face of this random real-life player who has nothing to do with my team or even European football maybe. And then I relink his ID, right, to the player I'm creating over. So my Kenzo Tanaka, I made him before the series. He's not a regen. He was just a random player. I found just like literally some random player. I think he was actually like some 39-year-old French right back who was low rated. It wasn't anyone special, right? So I edited that player. I made him 17 years old in edit mode. I relinked the face to that ID of that player because whatever the original player ID is, I don't really know how to change that. That's the ID. So I changed the ID of the face to that one. I loaded it in, and then I just went to mini faces as well and took the face of the person I used for Kenzo Tanaka, put it in there, and that's how I did it. So it's not a mod. You have to do it manually. But what I can tell you that can work for your Master Leagues, and I think is really the best way to approach it, is when regens start coming in. Also, side note. Oh, we ran her in! Squeaky bum time indeed, Villa. It's going to be pretty crazy to end this one. Look at Yunus Musa. Just going and going. That was the shoulder, though. I don't think that's a yellow card. You looked him up on Google. I feel your pain. Fun story about regens really quickly. One of my subscribers, really cool guy, he asked me on Twitter, I think he's kind of new to Pez. So I felt so bad because he asked me a question and I had to break his heart. He said, hey, I think something's wrong with my game. There's like a 17-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo and then 18-year-old Zlatan Ibrahimovic in the free agents. And he was like, oh, I think it's just a mod I need to fix. And I said, sorry, bro. That's a feature of PES. Regens are a thing. And he's like, oh, so I can just take it off? And I said, no, you can't take it off. They've not put in taking off regens. So I had to break his heart, unfortunately, with that. But what I do basically, guys, is when the regens come through, I recreate over them. So obviously doing that for all the regens was insane. You would never be able to do it. But what I try to do is I look for regens that are now good and playing good roles in teams, and I'll recreate them to be a new player. And then for my series, of course, for my team, of course, anybody who's a regen, there's never going to be a regen in my Master League unless I try to do some legend kind of thing. So that's kind of how Muro, that's how I approach it. It was a long explanation. I hope it made sense. But Fleischmann shows you how to relink faces to a new ID. If you just search on YouTube, it will come up FLESH or IHMAN, something like that. But he shows you how to do it there. So then you can take any face and relink it to a new ID. Right? I can make Cristiano Ronaldo look like Romelu Lukaku. Except I think because of how it works, his arms would still be like his arms would still not be Lukaku's skin color, of course. So generally speaking, if a player has a face already, you want to make sure that the new face is the same skin tone. But if he doesn't have a face, then you can actually just change his skin tone in edit mode and then relink everything. But it's a little exhaustive, but for someone like me who just cannot stand regens, it's the only way I can really do these series. Let's focus on this match. We have 5 minutes left and stoppage time. Squeaky bum time indeed.
Fred, but still just enough. Iran now they have to score to keep their World Cup alive.
I remember, Evo, you told me that his name was Jacob.
Talahi up the gut. Taremi picks it
The
up.
truth is, I don't think Harry Maguire is that bad. I just think the United team, the way it's set up is not... I also think he's under pressure. I think he's been short on confidence, whereas with England, he feels a lot more secure in his position and everything. So Harry Maguire is not as bad as he's looked with United, and he's not as great as he can look with England. He's somewhere in the middle. I don't feel like Iran is putting enough pressure on the United States to really make them panic late. The States are still able to press high and they're keeping Iran in their own half. So yeah, I see the USA winning this. Iran are literally stuck around the center circle, recycling possession. Now they get to the wing. Hey Muro, I hope it makes sense, man. It's not too hard. It's just a little technical stuff, right? Like you have to go into. I'm assuming you're using Virtua Red, so you have to go into. You're gonna have to go into like that folder. What's it called? I know the actual folder is called Real. That's the folder with all the faces. If you are adding faces to the game, you know you just drop the file in there and it'll load into the game. But so all I really do, like I said, is I convert a face of someone you don't know, you've never heard of, onto an existing regenerated player. Or if I'm doing it before I start the Master League, I do it in edit mode. Rename the player, different height, different all the different stuff, different height, different stronger foot, etc., different player skills. And then from there, the last thing is just the mini faces. You just have to make sure you put a picture. The mini faces has to be 160 by 160 pixels. And if you don't do it like with 160 by 160, what will happen actually is the player will oh, USA in. Aronson, good move. Back post. Yeah, if you don't do that, the game will actually crash. There are times I've uploaded bigger files for the player face. This is Callum Wilson. He is in. I know I'm paying attention to this England match. It's all about Iran USA right now. 88th minute, but Iran are not putting enough pressure on. Yeah, if you put a file that's bigger than the mini face file, they will actually the game will crash. The game will just it will literally just come right off. Overhit with that cross. He didn't need to head it, but I get it. Is that Shaq Moore again?
Nods it out for a throw and not a corner. Cross coming in from deep. Zimmerman there. It's going to be 9 minutes. We've just seen it on board. 9 added minutes on the way.
9?
Buckle up, America. Oh boy. Galali. Backboard defending. Galali. Tackled out by Moore. Is it going to be a corner or a
Looks like that's what he's
throw?
whistling for.
As Kanani, the substitute, who got a yellow card earlier. This is Iran's first corner kick of the entire game in the 89th minute as they desperately seek a tying goal, which for them would be a winning goal. They only need a tie to advance. And it comes, Ter stays at home. Zimmerman got knocked down, no foul, but
It's
no
gonna
one
stay in
there.
play. Only one man up though, Brendan Aronson. Gonna try and hold it up here against a couple of defenders.
Brendan Aronson
And that'll be
gets a throw in.
That'll relieve some pressure and that'll milk some of this clock.
Nice. New kids for UVAML. Love it. Love it. That's one of the other reasons like I don't play FIFA sometimes is obviously, like I said, I know it's a bigger game. It would lead to more views probably. But I know FIFA's now, I think they allow you to change the kits, but not of existing teams. I mean, I could get FIFA for PC, which would be different, but man, now that I'm like playing PES and I'm able to change the kits and change the players every day, it's too exciting. There's so much stuff I would actually miss if I went to play FIFA 21. Oh, 21, FIFA 23.
Drawing the challenge from Karimi, who's overly aggressive, comes through the back. And as you saw, just
If you upload the kits, Nas, send it to me on Twitter. I'll send a link here in the chat on one of these streams. I'd love to see it.
Trying to get back to it and can't. Remy.
Iran are like not even in the USA's half.
will spin away Aronson.
I don't see it happening.
Musa, can he get
Oh, Musa loses the ball in a bad position. He's gonna foul him.
Now Shaq Moore's got to get back.
Oh, what a
Goes long, now goes for the
what
US.
was that?
too many touches there.
And Turner smartly is gonna waste a lot of time here.
Shaq Moore had made that run to
He could have wasted more.
That's the type of play, though, that you have to be smart. What I was talking about earlier, because you have a player who's out of position, you take those touches, there's a big hole in the defense. The U.S. got lucky that Iran made a bad decision with the ball there.
9 minutes.
9 minutes. Here we go.
At Al Tulama Stadium. United States as it stands advancing to face the Netherlands on Saturday in the round of 16. Iran as it stands going home. But an Iran goal knocks the U.S. out of the World Cup, sends them home tomorrow, and would send Iran forward to the knockout stage for the first time in their history. It's Remy, and all the way back to try to help in the build-up. Long it comes now. Bonos brings it down. This is Alahi. Karimi to the outside. Zayan. Robbie nowhere to go. 1 minute gone on the 9. Bonos for Jalali. Forward defending. Jalali gets the cross in. Turner came forward. Zimmerman got his head to it.
Great header, Walker Zimmerman, and he had to be short. Sometimes as a center back, you have to make that decision. Turner would have had that, but you can't take chances.
Jalali in, a little bit of contact. Carter Vickers got to do something here. Plays it safe and out. Foul coming for Iran as we welcome those of you joining us on FS1 who just saw England beat Wales to advance. We're at Al Tulama Stadium in the south end of Doha. The United States as it stands advancing. Iran a time goal.
Yep, Rexa agreed. That's one thing, man, that's given PES longevity is the mods, the ability to. It's a lot of work. It's like manual labor sometimes, but you can really create a really amazing experience and game if you're willing to put in the work. You can do a lot of different things over there. The FK please never heard him included. One or two from my Dortmund ML. Oh, I thought that was in! I thought that was in. That was very close.
That's Paralaganji going for it.
Oh, I thought that was in.
I'm sure that's the
I thought that was in the bottom corner.
this right now is the
I thought that was in the bottom corner. Oh my, I genuinely thought that was in. I thought that was in. Oh, that is pain for Iran.
US milking some clock. Matt Turner pushing the whole team up. Still 6 minutes to go.
Christian Pulisic, 38th minute goal, came off injured at the half.
Ah, I thought that was in.
Goalkeeper as he scored. That's the difference right now. As the U.S. advances.
All right, Iran has one more. This is it. They have one more chance.
An Iran goal will end the Americans World Cup. Mehdi Taremi, their star forward.
Oh, Taremi can barely walk.
It is very warm. It is very muggy here. He's limping. He's trying to get some fluids in. He was getting fluids in earlier.
No, is the fake league the PLA, the fake one in Asia, or the fake one in the Americas?
Right. Pick a pocket.
Because under Virtua Red, all of those leagues have been replaced.
Adams flies off.
I have to give the USA a lot of credit, as much as I want to also, you know, talk about this as something Iran did poorly. But the USA have kept Iran pinned very high up the pitch. The press has kept Iran in their half. Iran obviously had that chance there, and they'll probably get one more. But USA did not deal with sustained pressure. If you looked at the end of the Ghana-South Korea match, right? Ghana just had to withstand 15 minutes of consistent pressure outside their box, which was really impressive. But the USA here, that's out. The USA here has done a really good job of keeping Iran at bay and not even entertaining that. There's 4 minutes left for me. But I think the USA deserve to go through. They deserve to go through.
And sorry for there. Trying to get the U.S. to go quickly.
Yep. They've been, listen, USA have been good every match. I say this, I'm American, but I'm kind of sometimes a US soccer hater. I never really root for them. But against Wales, they were good. They outplayed England for large stretches, and tonight, again, they were the more positive team. This is one of the most deserving US teams in terms of getting into the knockouts fully, and they're a better side than Iran. I genuinely believe so. I think they're going to give the Netherlands a better game than Iran would. So for the good of the tournament, that's a booking for sure. That's an orange card, honestly. But USA will milk their time with this free kick. Yunus Musa.
On the other side, and then he's breaking away. You can see clearly the pull of the shirt got trying to take the shirt off him.
All teams out of subs. All teams' collective gas tanks sitting close to empty.
I can't believe I'm saying it, but I really think USA Netherlands is very, very, very open. Very, very open. I'm interested to see Frankie de Jong against this USA midfield as well. See how he plays. Also, obviously, Gakpo. Will he keep up his good form? USA are their time management now, excellent. They're doing all the right things. They're doing all the right things, taking the pressure out of this match. Again, as I said, for Iran, it's this late in the match. You have to be putting constant pressure on their defense. USA is doing everything they need to do to keep Iran from being comfortable, but now the keeper has the ball. I was thinking Louis van Gaal will not take them lightly. Too good a manager, too experienced, but I don't think the talent gap is as big as it could seem. It's really not. The Netherlands have not really been, that level of club. But it'll be interesting to see how Van Dijk, that's a tough person for the U.S. attack. It's bouncing in the box. It's cleared. You guys in the chat are going to know someone scores before me, so I'm not going to look at the chat as I'm watching the match.
The pressure knocks it away.
Haji Wright. That's a foul. He loses it. Iran dilly-dallying. You need to get the ball into the box. Up the pitch.
To the goalkeeper. 90 seconds.
Push. Why are there 4 players in? Get up the pitch. This is the World Cup.
Zimmerman sizes it up, gets the header away.
They look physically spent as well.
To try to get out wide. Jalali brings it down.
Just keep clearing it into the box.
Trying to prevent a full
What are you doing? Get into the box.
pass. A big run forward. Last man
Oh, you're born in the Netherlands?
he'll lift it up, rebound.
Awesome, man. Headed on! Oh! Wait. What's going to happen here? Was there a foul?
The second ball. Someone just get rid of that thing.
Look, the US commentators are like screaming right now, basically like fans.
Here on Cameron Carter Vickers.
Yo, he's calling for VAR. Oh, Lahaz, I told you guys, Lahaz is the funniest referee to be involved in something as crazy as this because of like the drama and the way he plays. That's a soft penalty. You can't call that.
There's a hand on the shoulder for sure.
Ooh, boy, there's a hand on the shoulder. But you can't call that. I don't see how you can call that. Wow.
Dr. Joe Magnick, our rules analyst. What do you say?
Oh,
If this penalty decision is given, it would be very harsh, but you have to remember that the same referee did not give a penalty to the host country.
ooh, it's too soft, right, guys? Do we agree it's too soft?
More serious foul than this.
Maybe a foul outside the box. I don't mind calling that outside the box, but I think it's too soft.
Yeah, so we're in the 100th minute of the game. Only Antonio Matelos, the referee, knows how much time is left. It's on his watch. Carter Vickers out jump for that one. Moore gets rid of it.
I think he's got to give.
Up the field. Keep it up the field. Moves
Oh, okay. USA gonna get this. Play through. Cap it off, Haji Wright.
Haji Wright. Goalkeeper's out. Right.
Oh, what a poor finish. He has to give Iran. The game might be done for you guys, but as far as I'm seeing it, he does have to give Iran this last possession.
Zimmerman wins the header. Second ball. Adams chasing. Not going to get there. Musa couldn't get there either. It's clear to the far
He's gonna give them the last possession.
Rezayan back inside. U.S. players are gassed. Iranians are up. It comes into the box.
That's it.
An Iranian player looking for a penalty. And the game is over.
Villa, we disagree on that. I know for the rule book, I definitely understand, but I really do think that you have to call things a little bit differently in the box and outside the box. I don't want it to be egregious. I don't think there should be a massive gap, but I'm fine with some soft fouls outside the box, right? I understand some of them, but then when you have like a soft call in the box in the 90th minute, I just don't agree. That's just how I've always viewed the sport. Like that's how I felt about Ronaldo's penalty. I felt like on the wing, I still don't think it was a penalty really. But if it's on the wing, I'm not flipping out. But if it's in the box, I feel like now you're changing the game too much. USA fully deserve it. They win here despite a very late scare. And they could 100% beat the Netherlands. I think that would be a really good match. Be interesting to see how they approach it and how they set up. But yeah, they deserve it. Well done, USA.
Some huge moments throughout this game, and you can't forget that Captain America Christian Pulisic delivered
Let's see if Pulisic is injured
his body on
and if he's able to play this next match.
Matt Turner. Last minute. Never mind the penalty shot.
Yeah, I don't think it was a pen.
U.S. moving
I
on.
don't think it was a pen.
We will see you Saturday from Khalifa International Stadium for the United States against the Netherlands in the round of 16 of the World
USA Netherlands on Saturday. I have to keep going live, right, guys? I definitely do. Thank you for watching with me, guys. I'm gonna head out. See you guys next time. I don't know what's going on with eFootball these days. I did post a video on something that's going on that's kind of funny to me. So you guys can check that out. It's like 3 minutes, just something in the community. But USA outlast Iran. They are through to the knockouts. They'll be playing the Netherlands on Saturday, which should be one hell of a match. Really appreciate you guys spending some time with me again on stream. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your evenings.